Henry Cavill is a Scotsman, Russell Crowe is a Spaniard, and Hollywood is officially out of ideas. Welcome back to watching nonsense unfold. Today we're looking at the Highlander Reboot, a film that already has a massive cast, a John Wick with swords director, and just enough warning signs to make you wonder, are we getting a legendary comeback? Or are we about 5 minutes away from hearing the words, "Planet Zeist again"? Yeah, let's get into it. So, here's where we are. Highlander is back. Big budget, big names, big expectations. And on paper, it should work. Immortals, sword fights, centuries of history, a built-in mythology, that's gold. But this is modern Hollywood, and modern Hollywood has a habit of taking something simple and overbuilding it until it collapses under its own weight. Let's just say it. Why are we here again? Why another reboot? Why not something new? 2 words: greed and laziness. Studios don't want risk anymore. They want recognition. They want something you already know, so they don't have to convince you to care. And Highlander, that's perfect for them. Recognisable name, untapped franchise potential, built-in fan base. It's not about telling a story, it's about building a product. Now, let's talk about something very important: the accents. Because this is where it gets brilliant. In the original Highlander, you had Sean Connery playing an Egyptian-born Spaniard with a full Scottish accent. And somehow we all just went, yeah, alright. Then you had Christopher Lambert, a Frenchman, playing a Scottish Highlander, with an accent that sounded like it had travelled more than the character had. And here's the thing, it worked. Because if you've lived for hundreds of years, your voice shouldn't be clean. It should be a mess. It should sound like you've lived everywhere. That's character. That's history. Now, we've got Russell Crowe stepping in. So the question is, what are we getting? A Spaniard, a Roman general, or just Russell Crowe being Russell Crowe? Because if they try to fix this, they might accidentally remove the very thing that made it interesting. Now, let's talk about the look, because this is where I started laughing. The reboot version of Connor MacLeod, played by Henry Cavill, is reportedly going tactical. Tactical coat, tactical trousers, tactical everything.
No way!
And I'm just sitting there thinking, why? The whole point of Highlander is that they're hiding, they blend in, they disappear into the world. Connor didn't look cool, he looked normal. That was the disguise. Now, if you've got a 500-year-old immortal walking around dressed like a special forces operator, you're not blending in, you're getting reported. This is what I call main character syndrome. The outfit isn't about the character anymore, it's about the poster. And then there's the direction. The film is being handled by Chad Stahelski, the guy behind John Wick. Now look, that sounds great, until you think about it. Because Highlander isn't just action, it's myth, it's loneliness, it's identity. If this turns into perfect choreography, flawless fights, non-stop action, you risk losing the soul. Because Highlander fights weren't just fights. They were personal, messy, awkward, emotional, not precision sword ballet for the highlight reel. Now we get into dangerous territory. They're bringing in elements from the TV series, which means the Watchers, secret organisations, surveillance, structure, and suddenly your simple story about immortals fighting in secret turns into a system, a network, a monitored universe. And here's the problem. The more you explain, the less mysterious it becomes. The original worked because it felt small, personal. Now it risks becoming managed. And we need to talk about it. We have to. Highlander 2, The Quickening. The moment they decided immortals were aliens from another planet. That's what happens when you overexpand a simple idea. You lose control of it. Now, I'm not saying they'll go there again, but the moment you start saying things like expanded universe, trilogy, connected lore, you open that door. And once that door opens, you don't always get to close it. So, where does that leave us? This could work. It genuinely could. You've got a strong concept, a great lead, a director who understands action. But there are warning signs everywhere. Too big, too polished, too explained, and possibly too safe. Highlander didn't become a cult classic because it was perfect. It became one because it was different. And if this reboot forgets that, it doesn't matter how good it looks, it won't feel right. So, I'm putting this to you. Does this reboot actually excite you or worry you? What matters more, better action or staying true to the original tone? And honestly, do we even need this? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I read all of them. And if you enjoy breaking this stuff down, subscribe and stick around. There's plenty more nonsense to come.